guys, we are back today talking the Real Housewives of New York, season 12, episode 19. I've recently heard on the blogs that allegedly Luann has a new song coming out called La Viva something. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to hear it, okay? Because, you know, I've felt Giovanni. You know, I know money can't buy me class. You know what I mean? Like, I need something new. I'm ready for La Viva, whatever it is. Luann was also out on the blog saying that there is definitely going to be a shakeup in the cast next season. Somebody is going and somebody is coming. I don't know who, but I hope it is Bethany Frankel that is coming, and I hope we are losing Ramona. That's all I'm saying. So this episode starts with Ramona just being Ramona. Ramona is in bed. Sonja's in her bed trying to work on her Century 21 stuff, I'm sure. Ramona is, oh, Dorinda. You know, she's got to put the spotlight on somebody. She's got to bring up that Dorinda is at fault, which Dorinda is a mess, I tell you, but still. Ramona decides that she's going to send the entire group minus Leah. Yeah, so she sends a text message to herself, Sonja, Luann, and Dorinda about anger. Do you know if you're angry? How to tell if you're angry? What you can do for this situation? You know, a self-help article. No, you don't want to do that. Not when you're dealing with Dorinda. See, that's just too much. She sends this over and Luann freaks out. Luann comes out of her room where she is packing her luggage to leave. She's leaving a little bit earlier than the rest of the girls, so she's got to be out of the house early. Her flight leaves at 6 o'clock. So she runs downstairs and she says, oh my God, Ramona, she said, you accidentally added Dorinda to this text message. Ramona says, oh no, I added her. Luann said, why would you do that? Why would you do that? She said she is about to get extremely pissed off, and we had a better chance bringing this up to her later at dinner really nicely. You know, you've got to soothe Dorinda. You've got to soothe her. It's a way of dealing with Dorinda. You can't just do this. Next thing you know, Dorinda starts firing off the text. It's articles about times when Ramona behaved badly. Luann said, oh God, it was so funny. Luann's like, look what you did. Our last dinner together here at the house, and this is what you do. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. So Luann comes out of the room because she's got to pack. And she runs smack dab into Dorinda, who is wearing, let me tell you, everybody knows I have zero fashion sense. I don't care about fashion. But Dorinda has on these fancy pants. I absolutely love them. I don't, were they crochet? I have no idea, but I like them. I bet they were super expensive. Were those cute pants? I thought they were. Anyway, she meets up with Dorinda and she, you know, I think she wanted to just not have anything to do with it. Luann just, you know, let me relax and pack my stuff. So Luann and her talk a little bit. She sees Dorinda going into Ramona's room. And it turns out Luann doesn't go upstairs. She hangs out on the steps and tries to listen to the full conversation. I said, what? That's what we do, right? And I don't blame Luann, because the truth is my ear would have been at the door. I would have been close up on the door, or I'd have just went in and stood for a minute. That luggage can wait a few minutes. What you gonna say, Dorinda? Let me tell you, Dorinda went in there and she gave it to Ramona. Ramona is too daggone much.
So great articles, aren't they?
You look beautiful.
My friend Margaret, Giselle, my friend Vicky.
Don't deflect. You're deflecting.
Why?
No, it's
First it's called deflecting. Use a dictionary. Get educated, darling.
Yes, you're worse than my father.
Do your turtle
That's
ears.
a different issue.
There's no turtle.
You should have been an actress.
Ramona is no match for Dorinda. She tried to start off with that, oh, you look so beautiful tonight, Dorinda. Don't play with her, okay? Play with your mama. That is exactly what she was saying. I know she was saying that. Well, I was saying that in my head. Dorinda is not to be fooled with. She told Ramona what you need is a dictionary. And then she said, you need more articles? She said, I can tell you about my wonderful friend Margaret, Giselle, Vicky. Those are all the other housewives that she has pissed off. And there's articles about every last one of the situations. You know what, Ramona? Cut the crap. But the thing is, after Dorinda read her for filth, I love that. Dorinda. Dorinda needs some help, but Dorinda will get you together, and I love it. That reminded me, when I saw Dorinda talking to Ramona, I said, wouldn't it be nice to have a game of Fantasy Housewife? If you could just take any housewife from any season and place them into another season, or place them into other seasons, or remove certain wives from seasons and put in other people, I thought I would love to do that. What about you guys? Would you like to create your own fantasy housewife? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You have to. You're my people. So, after Dorinda leaves out of there, she tells Sonja she's so worked up, she thinks she's pooped herself. And Sonja's like, yeah, and I think, is this some poop in the floor? She goes in the bathroom and she's like, yeah, I pooped myself. No, honey, you need to go to the doctor. Because I don't know anybody who gets worked up over a little conversation, a little high-pitched talk that poops themselves. And this is not the first time that we've heard about Ramona accidentally pooping a little. And then earlier on the vacation, Leah peed a little. Like a what? No ma'am, no ma'am. You people are not at the age where you should be pooping and peeing all over the place. Get some help. As a matter of fact, call Monique. She can paper train you guys. She'll teach you how to potty on the paper. What? When Dorinda told her to turtle time her butt somewhere else, I said, oh, Dorinda. Dorinda said, I am sick of you and this fake actress. You are a faker. She said, I'm tired of it. You're going to be okay, Ramona. You're going to be all right. Dorinda is not for Ramona. And I hope that on this season finale, Dorinda gets Ramona all the way together. Like, this is crazy. Ramona said that Dorinda is worse than her father. I don't get it. I don't think so. You know what? I don't think so, because throughout the seasons that Ramona has been on this show, she has talked about her father, and he sounded deplorable. And Dorinda's not that bad. I mean, she's bad. Oh my God, the woman is bad, and she can be vicious, and she does need to get some help, but I don't think she's as bad as Ramona's dad. I don't know. Dorinda also tells Ramona to stop being jealous of her. And I'm starting to think, is she? Ramona tries to flip it around and say, oh, I go out with people. I have friends. I'm invited to parties all the time. Dorinda only has 3 friends. I think she's jealous of me. I don't think so. I don't think Dorinda's jealous of Ramona at all. Then, after the whole mess, Luann decides she's going to try to talk to Dorinda off to the side from everybody to have a little discussion about what happened earlier in the trip when she kept bringing up Luann's mugshot, and that didn't go over. Luann could hardly get anything out before Dorinda just shut her down. And that's something that I've noticed. When people try to talk to Dorinda about her issues, about how vicious she was with Tinsley, how she yells at them quite often, how she drinks so much that she sometimes doesn't remember her behavior, or how she tells them off when she's drunk and then the next day it's just a blanket apology and move forward. They never get to quite explain the full situation. And I think that in itself is a problem. Dorinda does need to get help. Luann kept trying, and Luann kept, and Dorinda kept shutting her down to the point where she started to walk away from the conversation. If you don't want to forgive me, that's fine, but I love you. They think that they can always get away with this because they love you. No, you can't. So when Leah shows up to get into the conversation, Luann decides to try to spark the conversation again to try to get Leah to back her up in saying that she never did bring up Dorinda's drinking. She was repeating what Ramona said, and she didn't want to hear it from her or Leah. It was shut down from that moment. Leah said she knows Dorinda has some issues, but let's just let it go for now. Let's have some dinner. I mean, these women are too much. Then they get to dinner, and it seems like everybody is just trying to be cordial. Ramona is dancing around and acting like an idiot because she doesn't want to look Dorinda in the face, and she doesn't want to have that conversation. She does not want to get Dorinda's verbal B-slap. She is not ready for it. She's just not. So she decides that she is going to pretty much harass the hell out of the lady delivering the wine.
Leave the bottle here.
Like
wait.
You know
what I mean? No, this is from like, you didn't open. No. This is like old. No, it's bad. The niceties end real quick. She's on the help about the wine's too old.
I didn't mean to make you crazy.
Don't worry. You like to stick a sip first?
But why is it cold? Is there anything
Ramona!
Just drink the wine.
No, leave me alone.
There's so much bullshit going around this table, I can't
Yeah,
even
exactly.
take it.
Let me.
I thought that it was absolutely rude. And Sonja said it's a $60 bottle of wine, not a $600 bottle of wine. What the heck is going on? And Luann says, Ramona, I'm sick of this. She said, you are being extremely fake. I'm over it. And Ramona says, well, what do you want me to do? She said, I want you to stop being fake. I'm sick of the fake and phony with you. It's all fake all the time. And that is the truth. Ramona is full of crap. And everybody is over it. I'm over it. Are you over it? Get down in the comments, let me know if you're over it. I'm over it. I think it was terrible the way she treated that lady. The lady was just trying to bring you a glass of wine. She came out there 2 or 3 times. I'm telling you, I would have just set the bottle down and said, let her walk up to the bar and get what she wants. I'm not going to keep playing this game with that woman who poops. Then it got a little weird. They brought up the messages, the text messages, and Leah acted so elementary. I wasn't on the text message. You didn't include me. Well, what did the text message say? What was it about? Why didn't you include me? I mean, she acted downright childish over not being included on the text. Really? Girl, come on. Leah says the text message made her think that Ramona really doesn't care about her and doesn't care about what she thinks at all. What? Is that what makes you think that? Ramona's treatment of you does not make you think that she doesn't care about you? Girl, stop. All I want to know is what's in the text. What was said? So she gets the opportunity to read the text and then she just busts out laughing. And she says, well, if I would have got this text, I probably would have thought it was about me. It could be. I mean, what? Oh my God. Girl, sit down and be quiet. Just eat your dinner. Act like Karen Huger from Potomac. Eat your sea bass. Sit on back. Actually, they were having a beautiful Mexican feast. Girl, listen. If you don't eat that food and shut them lips, like we don't even care right now. Let Dorinda talk. She the only one I want to hear right now. Then the next thing you know, Ramona says, it's all over. It's okay. She says, I love Dorinda. Dorinda has been there for me. She's rocking back and forth. She has helped me through some dark times. And then out of nowhere, Sonja says, oh, here we go. And then everybody at the table just starts cracking up. I mean, they're all sitting at the table like, girl, stop it.
My darkest moments. Okay, here we go.
And I mean, you're the one that said it. I mean, I would have said that.
Oh, you get so
Everywhere. I know it's so fake. But go ahead. Let's go
It's
there.
fake? So,
It's
fake?
You're freaking me out right now.
So it's fake when she...
each other a new one and you come to dinner like nothing ever happened.
Well, it's like...
It's fake.
I could stand a lot of things about Ramona, but the fake and phony, I can't deal with that.
We have had it. You are not an actress. You are not doing well with this. We are sick of the, oh, I love you though. Oh my gosh, and I drink water. Like, we don't want to hear it. Not this evening, no ma'am. Dorinda says Ramona does a great job at being a horrible person. Oh my gosh, she could use that. Insert Lisa Rinna. I mean, that is a dual purpose comment. We could use that for several of the housewives. Oh boy. She could have inserted Giselle. I mean, really, we've got some, we got action. We have people we could use. Get down in the comments and insert that. Blank does a wonderful job at being a horrible person. That just tickled me, sorry. Then Ramona says that Luann puts up with Dorinda and all of her BS because there's perks to being friends with Dorinda. You know what, Ramona? How many people do you put up with for the perks? You know what I mean? And how many people put up with Ramona because of her perks? Ramona, girl, please. Everything you say is ridiculous, pretty much. Besides the fact that Dorinda does need help. I do agree with Ramona there. Then Ramona takes this trip to the therapist, and it was the weirdest therapy appointment I have ever seen in my life. She gives this man a full list of all the great things about her, which made me believe that she doesn't believe half of it. Because if all these things were really great about her, would she have to list them all the time? Would she have to tell people all the time, I know I look young. Oh, I know I look great. I've been working out. Oh my God, I've got all these friends. I've got this company. I've got this business. I'm this and I'm that. I'm dating. Oh my God. If everything was so great in her life, you wouldn't have to share all that with every person. The people would know it. They would see it. You would radiate it. You don't have to word it. You don't have to mouth it to everybody. Her actions in that office with that therapist tells me she does not believe half the stuff that she says about herself. Cut it, Ramona. You're even fake in therapy. Weird. Luann gets back to her cabaret. She is trying to rehearse. She is making sure that the scripts are ready. She's got the stage coordinated. You know, she wants to make sure that everything is set up perfectly. She thinks that Sonja is late, but Sonja's not coming. She calls Sonja to find out where she is, and Sonja tells her, today is the day of my Century 21 launch party. I can't come to rehearsal, but I told you about it. Sonja says she was never told. I don't care. Even if she was told, it's the same day as her launch party, Luann. Luann shows up for her launch party later, and she says, even though she didn't show up for my rehearsal, I'm going to show up for her. Really? Well, you should, because she shows up for everybody's events, number one. She wants to be able to drink. Number two, it was her big day. She's not going to spend the whole day messing around with you when she needs to put on finishing touches and get glammed up for her big night. Luann, go somewhere and sing, honey. Feel Joe Bonnie over there at the rehearsal. Just ridiculous. Leah's mom comes over to her house, and it turns out that her mom spends the night every Tuesday. No, ma'am. Her mother was sitting over there eating broccoli and rice cakes. You cannot bring that lethal combination over here and then spend the night with it. If you know what I mean, you are not about to blow up the apartment all night over your look like raw broccoli and rice cakes. No, ma'am. Anyway, they do have a discussion. Leah tells her that Sarah said that she doesn't like her. And she says, Sarah told you that? She giggles a little bit and she says, well, I could have said that. She said, there's some days I don't like you. There's some days I don't like her. And I get it. I get what she's saying there. Before I was really ticked, like, you don't say that. But I get it. Sometimes your kids can tick you off and you can be like, oh, I really don't like this kid today. But she tells Leah, she says, but I love you. I'll always love you. And then Leah tells her she's still holding on to the past, the hurt and everything that she caused her mother. And she tells her, she says, don't. You know, you are a mom, you own a successful business. She said, you're an adult now. And she tells her that she's proud of her. And Leah asks her later again, and she repeats it. She tells her she loves her and that she's proud of her, and they hug it out. And that made me so happy because not all, but majority of children, that's what they want to know. They want to know that their mom will love them forever. They also want to know that their mom is proud. That's what majority kids want. Even adult children want to know that their parents are proud of them, that they love them and they will continue to love them and support them throughout their life. And seeing her mom say that to her and hug it out, her mom told her, she said she does want her to stop the drinking though. And you know, Leah a while back did show her sober chip that she had been sober for 3 months. I haven't seen any other updates on her Instagram, but I don't really stalk the Instagram, so I don't know. But I'm hoping that she is still sober and living a good life. I mean, I want her and Bunny to be solid. So everybody goes to Sonja's party, and let me just tell you, everything looked great. Leah was wearing one of Sonja's dresses, so was Ramona. It was I don't know, was that dress fitting right? It looked like it was a little tight. She was fixing up her dress. She had some young man holding her drink when she drank. Then she was telling him about a drink that in the Hamptons, they named it after me. It's the Ramonas singer. I mean, she was putting it on. I'm like, this boy looks 12. What are you doing? I mean, she was doing way too much. Dorinda looked beautiful. Luann looked beautiful. Everybody showed up. Sonja was beaming. She was radiating happiness. She was the spotlight, honey. She was the center of attention. Everything looked amazing. She gets up there to give her speech and Ramona's phone is ringing. Ramona, and it looks like Ramona wasn't really fastly trying to stop the ringing. She was looking at her phone, and Sonja's like, she doesn't even know how to work her phone. I mean, it was just a mess. The thing is I am over the moon happy for Sonja. Sonja has been going through so much. I hope that now that she's had this launch, that things get a lot better for her. Sonja is a cutie, and I like Sonja. Do I think she needs to hold off on the drinking a little bit? Absolutely. Dear God, woman, stop. But Sonja is pretty cool. And did you see the previews for next week? The previews for next week was like Ramona was all over Elise. You know what? I wish the show would replace Ramona with Elise. You know, Elise at first, she rubbed me wrong. But now I'm thinking Elise might have a little bite. We'll see how she handles Ramona on next week's episode, which is the season finale. So until next time, bye.